So today my dad and I decided to give a tour of our mini town. Those of you who don't know, this is my dad.
How y'all doing?
Right now my dad and I are getting coffee.
I got a coffee with ice in it.
The tour of my tiny town begins here. This actually used to be one of my favorite gas stations because they had the best breakfast pizza ever. But for some reason they turned it into a storage lot for all of these tractors.
All we got are tractors, churches, and banks.
On top of those, our town only has a few restaurants, this little taco spot being one of them. Surprisingly, somehow my town is big enough to have its own Walmart and Dairy Queen. But then again, it's also small enough to only have 2 stoplights in the entire town. Since I grew up in this town and I never left, these are the only fast food chain restaurants I ever knew about, which is McDonald's, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut, which no one ever goes in this Pizza Hut. We also have Sonic and Subway, but that is literally it. And then for a good stretch, we have this little open lot of land, which used to have a bunch of alpacas and llamas in it, but then it flooded and then they all passed away. And because of all the tractors, of course, you need a store called Tractor Supply. Every single year, my dad would always get me chickens and ducks from this place. And next to that, of course, we have another tractor store. Then my dad and I decided to take a little pit stop at where I used to work, which is the Lamar Aquatic Park, and she has seen better days. I used to be a lifeguard which was quite literally the most fun job to have whenever you were in high school. But unfortunately, they decided to close it, so it's all overgrown. There's no water. The amount of kids I had to save in this 2-foot section was insane. It's so crazy seeing this place empty because this used to be one of the town's favorite places to go. And probably one of the only hangouts that we actually had. Then we stopped by where I made the most memories, which is literally crazy because my little sister's making memories there now. And it's even crazier because this is the window I used to sneak her out of her freshman year. And now next month, she's literally graduating from high school. You know, now that I think about it, my town reminds me of one of those little farm games you used to play in the App Store. Like Farmville or something. We have the post office and then we have the Plaza Theater, which is actually where I held hands with a guy for the first time. We have the Lamar City Hall and then we have a town staple, which is Tractor Barbecue. Another gas station that they turned into a restaurant instead. And then of course, one of my favorite parts of town, which is where my dad lives. The amount of memories and times that I've snuck out in this house is insane. Also, this little line that goes across, this is a zip line my dad put into the pond. I just love visiting home because all my family is here. Life is just slower. It's pretty. Not to mention all of the little animals we have going on the mini farm. And everybody's favorite little character, which is Duncan the dog. Or should I say Max, because I left this dog with my parents. I came back home and they renamed my dog from Duncan to Max.
Sit. Oh, good.